I'm Ella. I love to be creative, sharing my ideas with solution-focused enthusiasts. In this workshop, I share ideas, I give some assignments, some activities to do, and we talk about it. And my main goal is that you feel connected with the activities, so you feel okay, and then you will have your ideas to put it in your practice at work, and some you won't. I've been an enthusiast for solution-focused work almost 20 years, I think now. And I'm a teacher for almost 40 years, elementary school, special educational school. Right now I'm teaching preschoolers, and 2 days a week pilot that's for highly intelligent kids, all boys, and they have ADHD or diagnosed autism or dyslexia. So that's a kind of challenge. And I love it because in both groups, I'm mainly busy with social emotional learning. So that's what I love a lot. And I can put a lot of solution-focused questions and lessons in it. So much that one of the boys, the highly intelligent boys, one day said to me, "You're not my therapist." So he was, he knew what I was doing. But yeah, I put some creativity in there also. And right now, I asked you to start with drawing a place you would want to be for a few weeks or longer. And would you please show something the drawing you've made? If you're not that shy, just share it. Yeah, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mine is not very good drawing, but this is what it looks like. And what I've put is it's a place near the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm swimming with my swimming friends often, and it's got high ceilings, lots of space, but small place, so that it's spacious as in high ceilings.
Yeah.
I'm wanting space upwards, vertical. Doesn't necessarily need to be big rooms, but higher ceilings. And there's a lot of green around me, nature around me, and the sea. I can see the sea. I don't have to see the sea from the house, but when I go out walking, I see the sea.
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
Thank you. I was saying that it makes you smile thinking about it, and even when your drawing is not that beautiful, it's okay. It feels good. It's your visualization. It's in your mind. It's what you want, and well, that's what we like. For the preferred future, people can see it in front of them. Perhaps they can't really say it correctly, but it's in their mind, and that's okay. When we think we are there, they see it in front of them. You see them, you mostly see them smile. That's what we want. And the other thing I want to say is, I did this with a group of people I gave training for 3 days, and I made them. I gave the same activity. Do you say assignment, or how do you say it? Yeah, okay. And well, this is what two of the most extremes came up with. This was one house, and this was. Can you see? Did you see it? There was such this woman who draw the caravan. It was a few lines, exactly what she wanted, and so straightforward. And the other one is so hugely different. And I want you to think about it, that when you are in front of a client, they interact with you, or they interact with you. They don't know. They don't know what you prefer, what you have in mind when asking questions. And you could be such a different person, and it could be such a difference from their preferred future that would be straightforward or something, and would match perhaps with you or not. And it doesn't matter, we all know that, but I think it's good to sometimes think about that and realize it. Like, it's also good that we don't know what kind of house they would draw. How it's so completely new, this client with all his wishes and goals and steps and things that were possible to do, or last week not possible to do. So that's just the start of this. And for now, for the start of the census, I had this PowerPoint to share. I want you to think about hearing. And let me see whether I can find my PowerPoint. I hope so. It's, yep. Okay. And then, well, this is the stuff I took with me to Orlando, much too much. But that was also a workshop with creativity. And this was our first assignment. For now, hearing, that's one of the senses. I would like you to make a list of sounds. Most times we say music, but it can be just a sound of running water, of rocks falling, whatever. Matching various goals or various steps. And you can imagine that sometimes a client has the goal to go to the gym more often and complete the gym lesson for the whole time. What kind of music, if that would be your goal, what kind of music would fit that goal? Or a goal to slow down more? What kind of sound or song would fit that kind of goal? So it's a strengthening sound fitting a goal you want to reach, something you want to accomplish. I'll just give you a few minutes to think about some sounds. Sometimes I can't seem to get rid of my PowerPoint. Oh, stop sharing. There it is. Sorry. Is there anyone who wants to share a sound with a matching goal, or a music or a song?
I can share a sound. Laughter comes to mind as a sound that I would hear more of. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes, and can you you would want to hear it more when you're feeling a bit down or when you want to achieve something?
Well, getting personal here, but having two children that fight a lot, I would like to hear them laughing together.
Okay, and would
that's a goal.
Yeah. Okay. And would that laughter in your mind help you to achieve?
If it would help me to achieve, well, I guess maybe it would make me be able to focus on other things other than making them do certain things, or so give me more space.
Yeah.
To just be doing what I want to do, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. It opens up your mind.
Yes.
And wouldn't it be fun when there would be a video with all kind of laughters from all over the world?
Yes.
Various laughters. Oh, that's a good sound. Someone else?
I will share.
Yeah, please.
So I said hearing and absorbing the sounds of nature.
And with what?
With a quiet mind. With a quiet mind to be present in the moment.
And that would be your goal, to be present.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be more present. To be more present, to have less of a busy mind, I think.
It's actually only today that I put sound next to it, because my assignment for the training was music, songs.
Yeah. It's interesting because I love songs and I love music. And at first I thought that I was going to come up with a couple of songs, but then my mind just went directly to the sounds. And it was almost as though I felt that I could envision a goal better if it was the sound rather than the song.
Yeah.
For me, anyway. For me.
Yeah. Okay. And that's what I want. It's for you, so you feel connected with yourself and you think, okay, is it something I could talk about and suggest in my practice? Yeah. Because most times we think about songs and we know the military songs are for a purpose. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And this autistic boy in my class, he hates this loud noise when we had this sports day at school. And I could tell him that, they mostly use this kind of music in gym. Well, he never went to gym. He didn't see himself going to the gym ever after hearing that. So well, there are a lot of songs with beautiful texts, beautiful words that could help you stay on track, stay focused, and all that kind of things. So we know, songs with words can be very helpful. But any sounds, the purring of a cat, could also be very helpful. Okay, let me see how I can. Did I do a good job by this? Oh dear, this okay. This one is from a workshop I've done in Germany, 2016, I think. Yeah. It was about seeing seeing all kind of resources in various things, and I used drama and drawing and music, and I put up various things, and I make them make music first with their own body, like clapping on your cheeks, and also clapping on your arms. It's another sound, and on your back and on your belly, it's a different sound. And I had all this funny things lying around, and also a music, and a very old cassette recorder playing music, and they could choose this between classical or pop, and accompany it with music from your own body, or with music from sticks and plastic and whatever. See how many things you can use to make music, and well, that opens up a mind. Just the assignment, and it was very much fun to see. Okay. For the next assignment, it's about let me see, it's a oh dear, I have to go back to the, I said stop sharing, but I didn't have, I didn't have to do that. It's a wrong sentence. Smelling. Okay. Look around you. Choose 3 smelling items or objects. And what connects with this smell? Is it a feeling? Is it an activity? Is it thoughts? What comes to mind as you smell various things? Because they have all. It's late. I'm not. I can't find the words. Related. They're all related. Something. So look around, and I think. Let me see. Timing. Yeah. I'm going to put you in breakout rooms. When thinking about when smell would be something strengthening, what kind of smell could be helpful for you in a situation? You've thought about it. Some smells are related to activities or feelings. And could you mention one that would be helpful for you to think about it?
Chocolate chip cookies.
And that's a good one, because you can bring it with you always. Would that energize you?
What's that?
Would that energize you? Or comfort you?
Just makes me smile. So yeah, in a way. Just
So just a good one. Yeah. Someone else?
I was thinking of coffee. Coffee, the first thought I had was that it's an addiction of mine. Kind of, you can't go without at least a cup a day.
Yeah.
But your later question made me think, hey, it's also energizing.
Yeah.
It's almost like, you smell it, you can, okay, get back to work.
Yeah. So you could bring it with you whenever you're in a place and you think, oh gosh, I'm already beforehand my energy is low. You could even bring dry coffee with you. So that is kind of strengthening yourself with with a smell. I have this lovely story of my eldest brother. I'm the youngest of 9. Can you imagine? And I'm already old. And well, my family was constantly thinking what Ella is doing. Okay, she is teacher, but what else she does, they don't really get it. But sometimes they hear something about it, and I've done some things with senses for years. And one day my eldest brother was playing golf with his mate, and his mate had grown up in a bakery, hardworking parents. And does it record? I hope so. Yeah, okay. Sorry. And well, my parents are farmers, also hardworking. And one moment, the mate of my brother hits a ball completely wrong, and he's getting really upset and angry, and he does that a lot. And so at that moment, my brother was thinking about my stories about senses, and he asked him, well, that isn't that bad. It's just today. Come on, can you think about the time when you were young and you were in the bakery and how that smelled? And he saw this man of in his 60s smiling and completely forgetting his frustration and thinking about his younger days when he was in the bakery and his parents hardworking. So my eldest brother shared it with me. So it helped. Yes, Ella, it helped to bring him out of it and bringing back those sweet memories. So for him, the smelling of his bakery is about feelings and not activities. Feeling warm and safe. So that's a nice thing to go to when you need it, when you're feeling unsafe or uncertain. It's nice to have these smells you straight away can think about, and that is what I'm doing also in my class with this highly intelligent boys. I ask those kind of questions to make them know themselves more, because they're in a kind of world. A lot of things are negative and wrong, especially when you're highly educated, highly intelligent. You know so many things, and you know especially what is wrong. So they're constantly talking about and thinking about what could be better. And I'm trying to help them, like things, activities like this, to know themselves and to really know what feels good for them, what is okay. So yeah, that's a kind of thing I try to help them with. I'm sharing I've also brought this to America, those pots and pans. And this was also, it was called your smile buddy, constantly activities, wordings with what is positive, what feels good, what feels okay. How can you help someone who is feeling down? And yeah, it's a lot of fun to see people smelling in those spots, and it's just like I put shoe paste in it. For some people, that is, yeah, it's a nice remembering thing, or a hardworking, a lot of shoes to brush. So that was about smelling. Yep. And now about seeing. And I'm actually cheating a bit because I love this exercise so much. Do you have your scissors with you and a paper? Because I want you to fold a paper a few times. Has everyone a pair of scissors? And otherwise without scissors, just a paper, and folding it 3 times. Please do so, because it's fun. And we all know the sentence, it's not what you look at, it's what you see. What do you see in something? And this is a bit my cheating about the sense of seeing. Everyone has folded a paper. And now, yeah, okay, once or twice. It's mostly I give this assignment in pairs. And mostly you say something as a compliment to someone, and they say thank you. And at that moment, after they've said thank you, they are allowed to tear a figure in the rim, or with the scissors. It's more easy. So they've heard a compliment, and they say thank you, and after that, they are allowed to make a small figure in alongside or in the rim. And then they get another compliment and another compliment, and every time after hearing, they say thank you, and they make a figure. Doesn't matter what, but it has to be something. So for time's keeping sake, I keep it just like as it is now. And I want you to say something out loud. And after you said it out loud, I'm proud of. You can, when you don't have scissors, you can also tear something. So I give you 1 minute, and that could do the trick for everyone. You say out loud something I'm proud of, I'm happy about, I'm surprised myself, I'm grateful for it, but it's complimenting yourself. And after you've done so, every time, you make a figure. And it doesn't matter how it looks like. So yes. And then, where are my examples? Just here. And then we show everyone our little, yeah, in Dutch we say cloth. It's a really assignment, a real assignment in class always. Cutting cloths. So with only 4 compliments, I'm getting this. And those are my compliments. I can, even when I want, I can write a compliment on this and keep it. Or I can not stuck it, stick it to another color, so I can always see what came out of it. And it doesn't matter how you cut or how you tear. It's always good. It's always something very, I think, very nice. So it's also an assignment for people, but it's you are creative. It doesn't matter how it's everything is good. However you cut or tear, everything is good, and that's what I love with creativity. it's everything is good. So it opens you up, and it's making you smile because it's good, it's okay. And then it opens up your mind to perhaps think about new ways, other ways of reaching your goal, your preferred future, to think about what's next, to think about when, to think about exceptions, to just more. There's more room in your head to think about. So that was seeing, and this is a really nice one to tell you. Perhaps some people of you recognize Danny Jansen. He's a blind therapist from Belgium. He's a therapist for I think, almost 50 years. Solution focused therapist. And he is always someone who is accompanying him. And I did this assignment years ago also. So she was really ready, and Danny had to give her compliments. And it was so funny to hear her asking, "Come on, Danny, you can do better. Give me another compliment. Give me another compliment." So it was really, really nice to see. And Danny was really thinking hard. Okay. Okay. Touching, feeling. I had this. I bring a lot of stuff with me, like silky things and feathers and elastics. And what I love most, what I love a lot of is I don't know if you can see it, but I can see. Oops, buttons. A lot of buttons. And they used to be in a kind of box, and your fingers could crawl through all those buttons, bigger, smaller, thinner, thicker. So that's a lovely feeling. But this one isn't that nice. This is a scrubbing pad that it feels kind of weird for me. So I suppose we can all imagine feeling something nice, put it in our back pocket, in our pockets. And when we're a little bit scary or uncertain or nervous, we can feel that, and it perhaps helps us to calm down a bit. But how useful can something like this be in tough times? Can someone imagine, suggest something? When something doesn't feel right in your fingers or your skin. It's like as an assignment in Florence at the EPTA, I asked people to look through this itchy patch, and it's not a nice thing. So for me it was kind of metaphor. It's when you see a lot of and you feel a lot of not nice things, can you still look through it and see something you like better, see something beautiful perhaps? Can you really focus, despite of the ugliness around you? Can you focus on something that's beautiful and stay with that? and despite of everything, that's not feeling okay. That's not feeling good.
Well, with the steel wool, I think that the one that you're just showing us,
Yeah.
turn that positively by saying, well, this really takes grit out of pans and pots.
Yeah.
And my mind, if it has anything negative, it can actually steal away all that negative stuff too, you know, and your mind becomes so, the clarity it can do to your mind. I mean, it's just your imagination can run rife, can't it?
Yeah, that's a good one, because it's, it doesn't look nice, it's it doesn't feel nice, and still it can do a lot of good things, and people are happy with it. Can you imagine? They are happy with it. So yeah, that's a good one. Thank you. Yeah, I'll show you the. Oh, this was a poster presentation in Amsterdam, also about the census. And I was kind of proud that Theresa Steyer stayed with it and really, felt I had some things hanging on it to feel. And she was really thinking about it. She works a lot with youth and uses a lot of creativity. So that was nice to see. Tasting, that's the last one. Yeah, well, what taste do you like? You can always refer to that. Most people say apple cake, apple tart, we say in Dutch. And what do you when you're cooking? What do you add to it to make it taste better? So when something doesn't taste very good, you have the strength, you have the resources, you have the creativity to add something to it. Is it possible to do that in your life also when something isn't that good? And what do you do to be able to swallow something bad? In Dutch, in Holland, we had this years ago when I was young. This how do you say it? People were used to put apple mousse. It's apple a substance of mashed apples with a lot of sugar. And whenever a child says, I don't like this, I don't want to eat this, hup, you get a spoonful of apple mashed mashed apple, very, very sweet. So whatever it was on your plate, it tasted better because, well, with a lot of that sweetness, kids could swallow the things they didn't like. And I also think you can make it, you can cut it to really, really small parts. So you can almost not taste it anymore and just swallow it without chewing. That's also a kind of way of making bad things. Coping with bad things. Trying to achieve something, making it very small. So you almost don't notice it. That was my idea of the taste. The plates say because it makes you happy. So I like the plates. I bought 2 of them. What can you do to make it more likable, more easy to eat when you don't really like it at all? And in my in my ebook about mentoring, I use the senses also about as a metaphor. I use the making dinner as a metaphor, and the tasting. Is it good enough? How far are you with your goal? But you have to taste it. And what do you have to do to make it better, to be easier achievable, and that kind of things. I sometimes forget what I've written and done. Let me see. Someone else? An idea about tasting? Or something else, because this was... Oh, my timing is pretty okay, I think. I'll show you this one I already showed. This was on my table. Let me see whether I've showed you everything. I think so. Oh, I talked about the plastic bag. It's actually from a song from Katy Perry, where you feel like a plastic bag. And then after a few sentences, she sings, you shine, you shine the lights. Well, anyway, it's about a plastic bag doesn't do anything. It isn't strong, but you are strong and show the world you have it in you. So I like the song very much. And as an assignment, I gave it a few years ago with all kind of very fluffy things. When you think it's... Sorry. How can you do something with those very small sticks and those plastic bags? And I asked them to make a tower, and just see what simple things can, how you really can make something with simple things. So please, in your life, when you think everything is bad, look really good with our help, and see the very small things that could be resources and could be strengthening. And don't assume it's just a simple thing. Who knows how you could use it, or someone else. And it's always, yeah, it also has its resources, such as plastic bags. Let me think what I can... Oh, I really want something, this one to share with you. It's about a school with a lot of children who were thrown out of class. They had this special class with kids. I forgot the name. And there was this teacher who taught them ballroom dancing. And at one point they were allowed to do to be in a competition next to training classes with only children who did that because they liked it, and those kids had to do it because they weren't allowed to go to class anymore. But there was this teacher who took care of them, and he also took care of their parents at the end. Well, at least he said they need this, and it's in the end such a beautiful solution-focused synthesis. And the way he looks at those kids and brings ballroom dancing as a strengthened resource in their lives, it's beautiful. Take the lead. I've talked a lot, and the hour is gone. Is anyone something to ask or to say or to put in the chat? please do. And thank you for being here.